Hello and welcome back. This is Jessi FIT Pilates, your home to get fit, toned, and flexible. Today I am here with Azriela. She is particularly involved in the workout today. I can definitely see she's hopefully not going to chew on this microphone wire right now, right? We're not going to do that. So we're going to do a Barbie Got Back workout. Please note my outfit is from YOLO Life Shop, and you can use my code Jessi15. Please know that is a woman-owned business, and you are supporting an actual person, not a corporation. So here's what is on the agenda for today. It's a lot of Pilates. Okay, so we're going to start out with some mobility work. You don't need a lot of equipment. Just for the last part, I'm going to be using my Bala beam, like that long bar. First part, we're going to be doing some mobility work just on the floor, some stretches, some stuff to warm up our back and our neck and our hips. Then I'm going to be using the Bala blocks to do some work. Like kind of a few weeks ago I did the live on the foam arc, and then the live went for like 5 hours without me knowing it, so I just wound up deleting it because it's a 5-hour stream. A lot of people do stuff like that. Unfortunately, it didn't get me to go viral because I wasn't doing anything interesting on it. So we're going to use these two blocks, use them as a spine corrector. You can use a ball. You can also do them on the floor. They just won't have the same effect. Oh, you like the routine, or is that saying you don't like the routine? You're scratching in the ready to let them know that it's going to be hard and they're not going to like it. And then after that, so after we do this little Pilates section, we're going to do a strength section, which will be a mix of Pilates and just some strength moves. Probably about a 45-minute workout. And I'm going to say, let's get started. I also have my like little ankle weights, so I might put those on. Like I said, Azriela is definitely very involved today. I feel like there's some like YouTubers and stuff like that out there that will throw their animals out of the stream, but I'm not doing that with. I'm gonna just turn my little iWatch on. I'm not gonna do that with her. And I'm also going to put a timer on over here on my phone, just so we know how long I'm doing these exercises for with you. I notoriously can't count to save my life. Okay, that's there. Okay, so we're gonna start out with our 90-90 hip swivels. So I'm gonna be here, right? And that's 90 degrees, 90 degrees. I have my hands back behind me, right? That's the easiest way to do them. Hands back. And this is just to open up our hips, right? And I'm also putting my hands to the sides, right? That's going to give me a little bit more of a twist. See, this hopefully, she's very involved today. Look at this. Oh yes, I know. You're going to tone up too, right? You're going to get mobile and tone up. We're going to go for about 10 more seconds here. So full disclosure, I am planning on starting to produce long form video, like regular, not live. But I'm drowning in work, so I'm looking to hire a video editor. And believe it or not, that's actually much harder than I would have thought. The price ranges are everywhere, the skill levels are everywhere, and this is the really funny part. We're going to do some neck rolls, so I'm going to stay in this 90-90 position. You can sit on a yoga block. So like I said, okay, well, Pilates teacher. So some of these guys that responded, I put an ad on Upwork. They just sent, like, went onto YouTube and like said Pilates video and just picked out the top like 3, because like it's like Move with Nicole. And there's like, I don't know, 1 or 2, like there's like the 3 like top Pilates. And like 3 or 4 of these applicants just sent me that. I was like, oh, so you're like, there's like another like Fitness Blender. I was like, oh yeah, you're editing for Fitness Blender and you're responding to my ad. Like, I just don't believe that. other direction with those neck circles. So yeah, you gotta wade through a lot of people to find another. So if you have a recommendation, let me know. Of course, I'm on a super budget with it. So as soon as I get that sorted, I'll be able to produce content here. And I'm also planning on launching another YouTube channel just for my cosplay. So that's all in the works. But I wanted to at least get workouts going. Let me do that again on this side, just loosening up our neck. And you could do this with the hands up. It's way more comfortable with the hands down like this. Okay, now we're gonna go on to our knees. So here's a secret, you can do it, I'll just do it because it actually does feel good. You can always take a yoga block or a pillow and sit like this, and let's do some shoulder circles. And let's go in the other direction. Now, is that going to cut me off? Let me slide back. Okay, so now in this higher kneel, we're going to do our torso circle. So I'm going to come down, around, back, other side, and then other direction. I am pretty tight today, as you can see. But these feel really good. I'll give you another view. And the block between my thighs just helps me kind of keep my pelvis grounded, if that makes sense. I'm not overarching my back, I'm really squeezing into that block. And then I'm going to take the block, and we can use it just for a little stability. And let's go into this little static lunge and do some arm circles. Right, one direction and the other. Just coming deeper into that lunge. Okay, I'm going to do the other side. First, let's do a little bit of lunge to split. I'm not super flexible. I've got this block down. Feels really nice. I'm going to hold, and now I'm going to just face you. And I'm going to twist and reach. And then I'm going to go to the other side. All right, one direction, then the other. And then I'm going to go that little lunge to split deal, forward and then back. then we went to the side. I have the block down. If you don't want to use it, like if you're super flexible, you don't have to. And I'm gonna, did I do the other side? I feel like I think I did the other side. So let me do this side. Yeah, I did the other side. Okay, so here. That's better. That's it. Thread the needle, reach. Okay, and I'm just gonna go forward and back. Okay, let's go hip circles. I'm gonna drop to my forearms for these. I'm gonna just do a little cat-cow here. Really trying to articulate one vertebra at a time. Now, I'm going to come to all fours. My shoulders are right above my hips. My spine is neutral. Abs are tight. Knee bent. Now, you could make this a little more challenging by taking that block. And that will really activate your hamstring, which is a good thing. Okay, and from here, I'm gonna go right to the calf stretch, right? So same leg, let's do that same leg. And then right here, just gonna do a little ankle circles. And then let's change to the other side. I'm gonna squeeze out a little better, so that's not in a good spot. There we go. Hip circles. Oh, I'm on the struggle bus on this side. There we go. Grab the block, stretching out the ankle. And then I'm going to put that knee down, circle to the foot. Okay, so we're going to do some bridges. Let's start, okay, my mat is on an uneven surface. Let me sort that out. I think I'll live for today. It's gonna be a lot to get anything fixed live like that. So I'm gonna bring my little blocks together. You can do this on a ball. You can do these on blocks. If you have a spine corrector, awesome. Please do that on a spine corrector. And I'm gonna put my feet here. I am not sponsored by Bala in any way, shape, or form. I paid full price for these, or whatever sale they were having for Black Friday, and I do not regret it. They're ridiculously expensive, but I've used them so much. So I don't regret. This is not with not a regretful purpose. Some stuff you can get. It's in my Amazon storefront. You can always comment, and if I forget to link all this stuff and ask for the links. There are knockoffs that are very good. I use them a lot on live and in my videos, and they've been great. So if you get them at knockoffs, get them at knockoffs so you're not paying full price. I'm gonna lift my hips up and I'm gonna go one vertebra at a time. So yummy. Now I'm really wrapping my feet around my blocks. My arms are up, which does make it more challenging. And that I'm doing that partially because you're going to be able to see my spine better. And it does feel good for me. If it doesn't feel good for you, you can keep your arms at your sides. Keep in mind your weight should be on your shoulder blades, not on your neck bones. And also think about staying even on both feet. Like I just have to really press into my left foot. Right, up, down, down, down. Up, down, down, down. Now I'm going to just hold, I'm going to lift, stretch, bend, stretch, bend. Now I'm going to hold, I'm going to flex and press, point and lift. And then bicycle. And then the other way. I'm going to put that foot down, I'm going to reset, and my other foot goes up, my knee is right above my hip, I'm extending, bending, extending, bending. Now I'm going to hold it up, I'm going to flex and press and point up. Exhaling on that down, I'm working hard to keep my hips level. I've got to really press into that bottom foot. Let's do those bicycles around. I'm really trying to keep my hips still, hard, and then other direction. Nice deep breaths. And let's place that foot down, and let's roll your spine all the way down. Now I'm going to reach my legs over those blocks for right now, and I'm going to reach my arms back. I'm going to draw my abs in, and let's do some roll-ups here. Right, rolling up, 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 stretching over, reaching up, and then rolling back. And again. Now I'm going to really try a little harder to press my feet down, so I am not rolling, right, lifting my feet up as much. And from here, let's actually open our feet. And let's do the saw. So I'm going to put my blocks outside, and I'm going to reach for the block today. This is not, my back is really tight. Let's lift, twist, reach. Okay, now from here, I'm going to go ahead and bring my back onto here. I'm going to angle this a little different because I want you to be able to see me. That's kind of the point I have in the mirror. Yeah, I think that's going to be a little better. Okay, so I'm going to also slide back because I don't want to hit the mirror. And I am going to put the weights on my hands for this. So I'm going to start bringing these weights into the mix. And let's go ahead. Well, this one's not very tight. Oh. Wrap. So graceful. So demure. So mindful. Okay, so let me get off my hair. because that's gonna hurt in just a second. Ugh. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna put this, my upper back, my shoulder blades, so I'm gonna stretch. This might not be appropriate for certain neck injuries, so just be careful. And I'm gonna reach back. Now you can do this with holding 2-pound weights. This is stretching my chest. Very traditional exercise. I'm not gonna do any head up just because it's gonna kill my neck with these weights in my hands. You could lift your head up. It's gonna be too much on my neck. Shout out to LaCroix Chiropractic. If you are in Brooklyn, I have the best chiropractor. Dr. Stephanie and Dr. Brad, they have really helped me out a lot. Of course, I'm doing pole dancing now, so I'm just ripping my neck apart every time I go, but at least I can, do it. So they keeping my neck together. But if you need a reference, you can just comment below in Brooklyn, and I will absolutely refer you to them. Okay, now from here, I am going to come up. I'm going to come onto my elbows to lift up, and then I'm going to come onto my side. And I'm going to come with my hands by the nape of my neck, and I'm going to do just a little side crunch. Let's see, I'm going to bring this a little more towards, And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you these. Yep. So, this is going to be hard. Yeah. Now, that's not really going to work out the way I want it to. I would need a really big ball. But anyway, so let's come over to the side, right? And I'm going to show you, we're going to come up, up, up. I'm doing an assisted one just because my neck might not love it. You can keep your hand down, but I'm really focusing on here. Now I'm going to come in this halfway up position, and I'm kind of off the blocks, and I'm going to lift, and I'm going to bring them in, out. Sorry about the kids screaming. There's a schoolyard behind me. Now I'm going to hold out. I'm going to put my hand down, and I'm going to bring my other hand behind the nape of my neck, and this foot's lifting and lowering, lifting and lowering. Now I'm going to sweep it forward and back, and forward and back. And now I'm going to go up and around. And now other direction. Oh, that is hard. And now I'm going to bend this leg, and now I'm going to come all the way up, and I'm going to come into this full mermaid. Now, you can do this with a weight in your hand. We're going to go up, and then down, and up, and down. And I'm going to take one final stretch on this side. Now I'm going to come onto my belly on the blocks. This is only going to work if you have the humpy ones, and if you get nauseous, don't do it. Some people will get nauseous doing this. Right? I'm going to try to find this little balance. Just a little lift. I think I need to come down a little bit more. Yep, right here. I'm going to lift, lower, really lifting up through my chest, trying to keep that space here. Coming up for that final one. Big stretch. This is not as big as I would have liked it to have been for what I was doing. Let me see if it works out different this way. Let's try it this way. Let's see. Yeah, this way could work out a little better. Again, it might make people nauseous if you're teaching, but it feels good on my chest. Okay, so I have them this way on that side, so I'm going to do it this way. On this side, I am going to give you the back view just so you can see what's going on. I can still see you. Okay. So we decided, or I decided anyway, this was gonna go underneath my ribs and my elbow was down, and I was doing this assisted crunch today. Remember, I've got neck issues, like I said, I'm going to be care of a chiropractor. So I'm gonna show a lot of stuff that's not crunchy abs. Like, in fact, the one thing that's gone viral on my Instagram was no crunch abs with Harley Quinn. And everybody on Instagram really loves Harley Quinn. It looks like everybody really loves Harley Quinn here. So I'll keep rolling with Harley. I think I did something like that. That's the whole thing about life. I have a rough outline. Now I think I went here, right, up, down. And I'm really not even on those blocks now. Then I was off the blocks and I was going up and down. And little pulses. And then forward and back. And now forward, up and around. I'm taking the weights off my wrist, you'll see why. And now other direction, you can see this is definitely not my more flexible glute. Okay. Let's go ahead, we're gonna use these. So when I did the spine corrector, one thing I didn't do was the traditional upside down kind of abs, the feet in the air. So we're gonna do it today using this. You can totally do this on the wall. It's just not as elevated as it would be on the foam arc or a spine corrector, but you'll still totally get the benefits. I gotta slide back so I'm not kicking into that mirror. And I'm gonna sit up on top to get on. I'm gonna draw my abs in, of course, and then I'm gonna come back, and then I'm gonna really tuck this into my back, and I wanna keep my low back on there the whole time. So I've got the ankle weights on for added resistance. I'm gonna keep my arms at my sides, and I'm gonna kind of have my hands back here, just because that feels good to me. You do wanna be mindful to keep your shoulders kind of open. You don't wanna be like this, so I really can't look at you for too long. I'm gonna start pretty easy, right? So let's go with a little table. So let's go with a little single leg stretch where that weight adds a lot of pressure on my back. So I just be mindful about that if you do choose to use weights. And then right from here, I'm gonna go right into my bicycles. Oh, but it feels so good to have that weight for the bicycles. It's stretching my hips so much. Oh my God, that feels so heavenly. Oh, I love Pilates. Okay, other direction. In and around. In and around. Now let's try to really scrape the ground. I don't think I was doing that in that direction. I'm going to have to do another round. Yeah, these just feel like heaven to me. Maybe I'm weird. Okay, now let's go ahead and open, down and around. And the hard part's keeping your back against those blocks, which is what we want to do. Notice my hips really aren't moving, which is something I don't see in my reformer classes all the time. Let's do one more in this direction. And other direction. Oh, does that feel nice? Feels so good. And let's do our scissors. Let's add a little pulse, 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 pulse. Now, 1, 2, 3, helicopter. 1, 2, 3, helicopter. 1, 2, 3, helicopter. 1, 2, 3, and reverse. And 1, 2, 3, and circle. 1, 2, 3, and circle. And 1, 2, 3, and circle in. 2, 3, and circle. Now bend your knees in. Take a big, deep breath. And then exhale. Okay, from here, I am going to bend my knees into my chest. I'm going to slide these away. And I'm going to let my legs rest there for just a second. We're going to get into the strength portion now. I'm going to need to slide the camera up a little bit. We're going to be doing, I'm going to keep the ankle weights on. I'm not going to put shoes on. Rows, deadlifts, Supergirls. And then I'm going to keep the blocks around. We're going to try to do grasshopper. I might need to do grasshopper without the blocks, but it's a back series. And we'll probably run through that twice through, and then we'll probably do a little bit of stretching. Grab some Barbie Girl coffee. Okay, let me just turn the camera up. Okay, up a little higher than that. Okay, we are good with that. Okay, so we're going to start with a row. Okay, let me get the thing I needed. Sorry, I thought I had it here. So this is a 15-pound Bala bar. And I'm going to use that for my rows and for my deadlifts. So we're going to be in a neutral spine. Let me angle the camera so you can see the mirror. That's the point. Me dragging that mirror all around my apartment. Yeah, I think that, there you go. Okay. Right, we're going to be here. Neutral spine. Overhand grip this first round. Right. Well, that feels so good. I'm really squeezing my shoulder blades together. Now, I can go into some variations. I can go one leg back. I'm going to keep the toes down for today just so it doesn't turn into a balance fest. And then change sides. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, now deadlift. Same principle. Down, neutral spine, squeezing my butt. Let's do an upright row. Right? You see how I'm only really going a little below my knees, squeezing my tush, lifting my shoulders, lifting my elbows up to shoulder height. 2 more. Now let's do some single leg variations. So I'm going to take it's my right leg, it might be your left if you're mirroring me. And that's emphasizing the leg that's in front. Let me give you a different angle. Right, so that's my left leg, that's the front leg, and that's going to emphasize it. Yeah, I have to take that back a little more. And the other side. Okay. Okay, so let's do a little Supergirl variation. We'll try that with the blocks. I'm going to keep the blocks under my hands. It might be crazy to do this with the weights on my feet. But I'm going to have the blocks on my hands, abs in tight. And I'm going to try to lift my arms and my legs up and then release. Supergirl, right? Abs are in. You remember, it's Barbie Got Back. Right? So it's all about the back. And now I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to give myself a little stretch here. And then I'm going to do a child's pose. Now let's get a little creative with our rows. Okay, so I'm going to go kneeling, one arm, pull. Right, and I'm leaning forward. My cat is farting. She is so gross right now. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. A little harder. 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, I'm going to take it down back to my knees. Oh, you probably couldn't see that super well. Well, I'm going to do it again. Sorry about that. So I'm kneeling. Pull. Pull. Now up higher kneel. Higher lunge rather. 8. Okay. Let's go underhand. Okay. Let's go wide. Let's do a bicep curl. Alrighty, let's do that Supergirl. Let me drop the camera. Lift, lower. Exhale. Inhale. And let's reach back. Okay, let's do a little bit of stretching to end. I'm going to take these off. Let's see if I can find a hair clip because I am sweaty now and I don't want to put the air conditioning on. 1 second, I'll be right there. Because the AC is just really loud. Okay. Well, let's take a nice little figure 4 stretch. We can utilize the blocks. Or not figure 4, but I'm in a half split, sitting on that block. Other side. I'm going to turn the block just so it's easier to sit on. And I'm going to bring my legs to this butterfly position. I'm going to bring my elbows to my knees. Walk to one side. And then the other side. And I hope you guys enjoy. I'll be back next week, and like I said, I'll be debuting or relaunching my regular workout videos that aren't live really soon. Stay tuned and let me know what you want to see next.